The Oscars are for movies, the Emmys for TV, but tonight is all about the internet's biggest stars, and I'm talking to them all here at the 2018 Streamies. I'm here with Nick Viall. Now, is this your first Streamies?
It is my first Streamies. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
Who are you most excited to see here tonight?
Everyone. Can I say that?
Sure.
It's generic, but everyone. There's also, I'm excited to learn about some of the content that I'm not aware of. A lot of talented, creative people here, so.
Well, you've been making some content of your own. I've been seeing your Bachelorette recaps you've been doing with the wigs on. That's like Instagram content.
Well, we put it on YouTube as well.
There you go.
Like we don't discriminate on any platform. We like to put it out there. Was it okay? What'd you think?
I thought it was great. I always really felt it, you know what I mean? It gave the point of view I was looking for.
We try to have some fun. Well, we try to, we love The Bachelor. Obviously, it takes itself very seriously. Sometimes on the show, people have a way of not saying what they really mean, and we tried to say that for them.
Now, as a former Bachelor, obviously the new season is coming up. What advice do you have for Colton?
I don't know. I mean, it's always cliche advice, like, be real. Don't worry about the cameras. I don't even know if my advice would do any good for him, in the sense that, I came into my experience very different than him. I mean, by Colton's own admission, and I'm not talking about the whole virginity thing. He hasn't really dated. He's had like 2 girlfriends, and I think one of them is Becca, and he dated Tia for a day.
Tia for a day.
When it comes to looking for someone to settle down with, I'm really curious as to how those conversations are going to go.
With the whole virginity thing, I believe him as a Bachelor Nation fan and viewer, but some people are skeptical. What's your take on it?
Well, my take is it's just a weird thing to lie about.
Right? That's what I think.
I mean, listen, I think it's great. I've met Colton. He's a great guy. He's as genuine as anyone in the franchise, anyone in the franchise that I know. And if you're going to be a virgin, that's great. But I don't think he's gotten any awards for it. So it's just a weird thing to lie.
No, definitely, I agree.
He's probably got any more criticism for it. So I take him at his word.
Now, you're kind of a fantasy suite expert, I would say. You've been to the fantasy suite a few times, not in a bad way. It's just kind of true. But having been in the fantasy suite, do you think for Colton...
Now you're making me count. How many?
No, you don't have to count, but for Colton, do you think that he will lose his virginity, for lack of better words, in the fantasy suite?
It's a great question. I honestly, 50-50. Obviously, people know that people can have sex in the fantasy, but it's not honestly just about having sex. It really isn't. Sometimes people don't have intimate moments. Sometimes it really is just about conversations.
It's about that one-on-one time without the cameras, because they don't get that otherwise.
Not to sound corny, but it's a big deal in that world. You don't get that. So nothing really surprised me. It's hard to say. I think it really just comes down to the women that he is or isn't into at that point. I think it could make some interesting morning after shots.
Definitely. I'm sure they'll play around with that a lot.
Now they started filming in the morning of. Can you imagine that shot? And it's just they just zoom in on Colton's face, and he's just
oh dear.
All
right.
That first time, you're what just happened?
Yeah, so no.
You know what I'm talking about.
I guess I do, but awesome. Thank you so much for talking to me, and have a great night tonight.
Thank you.